No, hapo kwa body count, I feel like you shouldn't ask when you are not ready
to hear the answer. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Usiulize kama unajua jibu utapewa, won't sit well with you.
Because una expect mtu akwambie one.
Obviously no.
Even when both of them are virgins, like the girl and the boy ndiye akona pressure mingi ya kuperform while having sex than the girl. The girl anaenda tu alali hapo kifo cha mende and now she's expecting a good time. Girl.
Yeah. Hi guys, so welcome back to another episode of Trio KE. As you can see, it's Trio Tuesday, and today we have another interesting video. But before we go to that, I would like my co-hosts to introduce themselves.
Starting from which side?
Starting from
choose your struggles correct.
It's a trick question.
Choose them.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And I will not accept. So guys, I'm Danny CJ. Follow me on my socials at Danny CJ across all platforms.
My good name is Sharif at Simply Sharif. That's on Instagram and on TikTok. Be sure to follow us on socials. Trio KE on Facebook, Trio Kenya on Instagram and on TikTok. Also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give the video a thumbs up even before you continue watching it. Because you know what? Video itakuwa tamu. You'll end up liking it.
By fire, by force.
Yeah.
And so the topic of today is we are talking about
hard
truths about sex, definitely.
Obviously. Expected.
About sex, love, dating,
and anything
between there. And obviously we all crave for love, we all crave for good sex, but behind the good sex, behind the good that love, you aspire. Behind all those good stuffs we like, we love, there's always kuna vitu ngumu. There's something that comes.
The hard truth that people don't usually want to accept. You know, hard truth is something utaki kuamini. Okay, at the back of your mind you know it, but you don't want to admit it as a truth.
So do we start with sex, dating, relationships? I think we start
unataka nini? Just go direct to the point.
Yeah, maybe we can start with sex either way to spice
it
up. Ooh, me already have one.
Okay, go for it.
Oh yeah, one hard truth about sex is that sex does not guarantee love or commitment.
It's true.
Yeah, because there are those who think that when you give somebody sex,
they love you.
Now, yeah, like ni kama anaendelea kuongezea mapenzi.
But sex can cultivate it. But kama mtu akupendi, hata mkulane 100 times.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, honey, but it won't.
The sex, in short, sex is not equals to love or commitment.
But people need to nini hivyo. Wajuange na mapema that hata when you're sexing with somebody, like doesn't msha define, because wewe ukianza kujiwekea ati at the end of the day it's love, sijui utapigwa na butwa.
Especially when people are beginning to date or you see, like fresh from high school, when you are craving somebody or craving sex and you want maybe to have a partner, you'll see like our wasichana young when you nasema like fresh from high school or freshers in campus, they end up to think that nikipea mtu sex ni hivyo nishamfunga good. Na huwezi funga mtu na sex either way, because I mean anaweza enda tu nje na apate
kama wafungwe na watoto sex ndio itafunga.
Na makosa mengine tena hata huyu wa kufanya sex anafanyanga sex na mtu, we had all agreed ni no emotion, but tunapata mmoja lazima atakuwa
attached. That's the problem with these naive people, like probably when you are 19, 18, 20, like when somebody wants to sex with you, hata kuja kikwambia like it's a friend with benefit. If it was like more mature people, maybe 26, 25, I'm avoiding to say those numbers, but you know, those people know, like at the
if
back
I
of
want
head,
only sex, nitaenda tu directly nikwambia I want us to be friends with benefits, so it's just sex.
But sasa ukiambia hivyo mtu fresha surely
unamvuta na yana crave something.
Unaenda anaona, oh my god, he loves me, he actually wants to like sex with me. I could like that's the bad thing. Like sex is just sex. But it should not be. We are not advocating for that.
Yeah, but you can separate the sex from the love.
Yeah.
Very 100%.
And one thing I would advise, like kwanza let's the emotional connection.
Yeah, communication.
Mshikane tu nini?
To susu.
Kwanza make sure me connect.
Actually, the next
Yeah.
point I had noted down, it's about communication. Because me,
Obviously. You are very big on
disagreeing
communication.
with that point.
No,
I
disagree.
One thing people should learn is communication is the key for a successful relationship. That's the basis of a very strong. Because how will I know upendi hii, unapenda hii, unapenda kufanywa hivi, upendi kufanywa hivi, na uniambie.
And you've said nika tunapinga your points, but I want to start by saying we are not pingai what Yan is saying. Communication is very important. But what you're saying is that it's really hard to have those talks, especially around sex. Especially around sex. Kuambia msee like, oh, game yako iko chini, or if you fuck me this way, I'd like you to fuck me this. It's not easy to see somebody, ulifanya lini ili ujue hizi tamu. So like, it's, yes, definitely have the communication, but it's not something easy to have.
Ndio maana nilikuwa nasema, if you find it hard to say like your sex is not good, try saying it na like, can we try this new sex position? Can we try this new toy I saw somewhere? How
can we try this lube that I saw somewhere?
Like unajaribu kumwambia but in an indirect way.
True.
Another thing nime note down is that casual sex is not for everyone. Casual sex is not for everyone.
I think
kuna ya mtu yenye it's for somebody.
There are those who can have casual sex. And there are those who can't, cause from what you are saying, strings attached. Yeah, like utajipata down the way you've been stringing this person, ama amekuwa akikustring along. With the sex, una develop the emotional attachment, but yet tu ako pale ile stage mlianza ya casual sex. So now it becomes like not everybody can have the casual sex.
Kuna mtu anaweza could separate the emotions, kuna yenye hawezi. So the best thing is know where you lie. Like jua wewe uko wapi. Jua hata mimi venye umesema, hata mimi siwezi. Me, I find myself, if I have maybe casual sex, I'll get attracted. Like me, emotional connection.
You'll be attached to that.
Yeah.
There are people, but then there are people
who just do,
So ejijue.
Kuna wenye tu hapa like we are
FWBs. This happens, but then I don't hate you, but I also don't love you.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. We had sex, it happened, whatever.
Another thing, not everyone you sleep to, not everyone you sleep with deserves you.
Ooh. Hey. Powerful.
Like now you are like, now this is the person for me.
Yeah. And again, it goes down to that naivety. Like you can be so naive where you'll just sleep with someone thinking they deserve you or they value you. But imagine just there for the sex, private part.
Like kama mtu ni casual by the way, and then it comes back to wewe uko na the feelings part na hujajijua poa. Like ndio nilikuwa nasema watu older, like mtu wa 26 ukienda kumwambia hivyo haizi chukulia as much as like a
19-year-old would. Yeah,
cause yeye ako ile all out na wewe tu kimtu kiko hivyo just for sex, and then like itakuwa one-sided at the end of the day.
So pick your sexual partners, like think about it before you decide to have.
Unajua watu wanachezana huko nje.
Soko ni chafu.
Because hata unakuwa tukisema sex is very divine. Sex is a powerful thing. So not everyone should have that access to your part. To that feeling of
oh my God, that's so
sex. Sex is very powerful thing. Sijui penye mimi na
sex is divine. And again, because of the soul ties, you end up getting attached to somebody. So you can't just you can't have sex with everybody.
Hizo soul ties zote unapata vitu zako zinaenda wrong because like you're tied in so many places that you even don't know you. How you don't know. Na watu wako na mashida kwao. Sasa mlale zikukujie.
I had a point on hard truth about sex. And I think it's something we've been saying throughout the episodes that we've been shooting. I feel like we've had a streak of sex episodes. True. But like protecting yourself when having sex is your responsibility first.
So you amewaambia
yours,
not amesema hawabebangi. So wewe like the girl we were talking about
in the previous video,
like CD. So like yeye mwenyewe asiblame the guy because hata yeye mwenyewe angekuwa like na hiyo irresponsible enough to have.
They don't like hearing that. Like I'll say mostly girls maybe they don't like hearing that I should bring myself, I should come with a condom as I am going to the place. And expect to all the time, the dude is the one who's supposed to have the condom or whatever, protective measure they want to use. Instead of prioritize, ajue ni mimi kwanza. It's my health first, by the way, before even the health of this nigga that I want to have sex with. So protection,
guys. Anaweza kuwa mgonjwa na haki. Kama anataka kukuambukiza yeye unataka kuchukua.
Wait, and then I've ever heard there are people who are just carriers
of HIV.
I don't know nini, but there are people who
I heard kuna watu ni ngumu wapate. But I think ukipata wanaweza peana very easily.
Well, there is some theory
detective like uko nayo.
There's some theory around the.
Okay, we look for a profile. I think we have one.
We have an episode we were saying we look for somebody to do with.
So on mambo ya condoms and stuff.
Make sure at the end of the day we said, guys, wrap it up.
And it's okay. Niliona hadi kwa TikTok, there's a TikTok where somebody was saying there's this girl mwenye alikuja akamwambia anataka kutumia condom, and the guy was like, talk up, like we don't do this here. Like they don't prefer girls when you want.
So that's good.
Nowadays,
I hope alitoka.
Hopefully.
So nowadays wasichana wako like wanataka kujioneshana, they want to fit in. Exactly.
So they are ready to have the rose.
Kama huyo waliambiwa hivyo na kutoka, having seen, that's a very big red flag. At least ingekuwa hana know that because you want to do it to get out of here. Like, come on.
And at least she's very moral.
She's
like wow.
We are not doing this.
And then, okay,
anyway, another thing is that sex has consequences. Like, no matter the fun, all the butterflies, all the sex will always
have
true.
Like, like girls who come and they're just pregnant, and then I'm like, oh, it was a mistake.
That can happen.
One, you are not raped. Like, you agreed to have sex with this nigga. Now you're pregnant. Like, dude, what did you expect?
That's a very big concept, but the biggest is magonjwa.
Another one,
plus that emotionally, you might be affected like emotionally.
Utapata uko na attachment sasa. Like wewe ulikuwa umeenda hapo for the fling whatever, unapata sasa kai unalala unamfikiria, unalota unamfikiria. Unafanya sex na another person ni anakuja kwa so uko like why? Another ingine pia ni expectations. Like when you're in a relation, sex, usine an expectation. Like there's certain, kuna venye unataka
unapima mtu unamgeja ama.
Oh yeah, like don't go with that big expectations. And okay, I feel like I'm attacking the girls in this video. Then the example I wanted to give was for the girls. Okay, like msichana ataenda aki expect like this dude should fuck me well. Amesomea wapi? Juu ameona kwa porn. So unaenda na expectation of like, but this dude should geuza me this many times, anafaa afanye hivi na hivi na hivi. But imagine hata yeye alikuwa tu
disappointment. So bad.
Even when both of them are virgins, like the girl and the boy ndiye akona pressure mingi ya kuperform while having sex than the girl. The girl anaenda tu alali hapo kifo cha mende, and now she's expecting a good time. Girl, fucking for real.
And I think this is the last one. Saka utakuwa nyingine ya sex.
Yes.
For me, I wrote people lie about it. People lie about sex in terms of naweza kuambia so my body count is 1.
Oh, definitely.
Like, there's always some lie. Si yangu.
Yeah, definitely people especially hapo kwa body count.
Usitrust mtu akikwambia sijui
kwani watu wanaulizanga.
And again, I want to talk about the girls because I feel like girls body count yao kwa 2-3 every time. Yeah, I mean, maybe ni kitu inafunzwa. Msichana ukienda out ukiulizwa body count, just say 3. Yeah. 3 is a reasonable number.
But me hata ukiniambia 10, 20 sitakujudge.
Yeah, there's a video here and say that 100
as long as umeniambia tu, ukiniambia 3-2 na naona enyewe hapana hawezi kuwa ni 3.
Na tumekuja kwa sex, just lie to me, just know basi amekudanganya akwambie 58.
Ameniambia ukweli.
So you
feel in a different way, like honestly.
Ian was the same person in the first sexual confession we did hii season tumerudi kushoot. There's a girl who had sex with 10 guys in 15
hiyo
days.
tulikuwa tunasema 15 hapa hatujui labda ni
Sasa ili
kutoka
ukuwe na body count.
Ili kwani unaona kama ili
Yes.
ufikishe 50 ama 100, how frequent do you think you need to be having?
With different people literally. Na tuja count free matches.
Anyway, we are not, it's not like we're judging, but
No, hapo kwa body count I feel like you shouldn't ask when you are not ready to
hear the answer. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Usiulize kama unajua jibu utapewa, won't sit well with you.
Yeah.
na
Cause una expect mtu akwambie one.
obviously no.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Ukiuliza mtu tuna expect akwambie chini.
Not
chini, not
unajua at
one.
least akwambie 4 5.
Yeah. Kwanza ukiambiwa one, honestly I feel like maybe they are lying. They could be telling the
Na kama ni
truth.
kweli.
They could be sad, no wonder. In fact, don't even ask.
Just sasa imagine akwambie one na for real it's one lakini wewe kwa kichwa
Unamjudge.
this is 25.
Nama aseme one ni 101. Nyati alikuwa ameanza
Oh,
kucount
ama.
pia tu.
Unaona tulikuwa tunafanya 1 2 3 ukicount 10
Eh, unaka-
so that is one. You know.
Oh my
At the end
God.
of the day, I think it's only say expectation. I fall for expectation.
Yeah, at the end of the day people lie. That's the point.
At the end of the day, people lie.
But what are you expecting ukiuliza hiyo swali hata wewe?
Si ndio
Say
nasema
kama mnataka ikuwe kitu, tulisema emotional connection, like something deep kwa nini. Ni vizuri ujue hizi
But-
vitu like.
no, sasa usiulize tu cause either way kama amehave na watu 58 na maybe haja emotionally connect na wao, so what makes you think akikwambia sasa amehave na 58 ndio sasa nyinyi wawili mtaconnect?
Mimi pia naweza kuwa nauliza ili nijue penye hii sex. Najua labda
Ili
nataki
ugauge.
kufanya
How-
How
When the
labda
practice.
mimi sitaki mtoto baby in this, nataka kimtu ako na
Ki
styles,
100.
expert.
Hautaki mtu unakuja kumfunza
But
sex
that-
positions.
yeah.
I've had people talk about that. It was a question.
They
Would
were
you
like, they
rather
don't like
have
virgins.
sex with a virgin or with somebody who's
Experienced.
some experience?
But mimi
Oh, it's a question I'm posing to you guys.
but for
Si ati
me
nilikuwa nasema I'm posing a question for you.
mimi like sasa personally mimi ninge prefer mtu tunafunzana like mtu
But sasa
tunaanza from
si ni
zero.
unamfunza.
Tufunzane hata mimi don't know hata mimi sijuangi hizi vitu, so like tufunzane juu from there ndipo atajua napendanga this sipendangi hii like,
But don't you feel it will be more about wewe unamfunza chenye wewe unataka?
nimesema
So
tuna
listen, yeye ni virgin. So maybe we are saying yeye ndio the virgin, okay? So when you're having sex, you are shaping their experience because they don't know anything else. So whatever you are telling them is what is shaping how
Yeah,
sex
sex,
is,
yeah.
okay? So and it's shaping them towards around you. So don't you think you're being selfish? Because now you're shaping them around me. This is how I do sex.
This is how I want.
This is how I want it. Na kwanza jua anything about sex, atakuwa anajua ndivyo
That's the
sex
way.
iko. Cause hana experiences zingine. You see when you have experience here, you've had like maybe 2-3 partners. You are bringing something to the table.
yeah.
They are bringing nothing to the table. And you know there is a table that
They
someone
have the
must
table.
there is a table that someone must bring something to the table.
Kuna I get the point, but simwambie ende afanye research.
Wapi aende watch porn. I think we said porn is unrealistic.
So kuna venye tu mwili inaweza
Realistic.
kuambia
Ikatafute the realistic.
like kuna venye tu mkifanya kitu ambia do you like
But
this,
do you know,
unapenda
like,
kushikwa hivi.
Watu hujua like hata wale wenye hawajaifanya.
Yaani ata learn from wewe jue kuna kitu
Na zinaenda na
unafanyia, ikose hajapenda hivyo then akwambie next time sikuenjoy hivyo.
Akuambia aje na hajui baseline yake.
Hana marking scheme yoyote. That's why people are saying they'd rather have sex with someone who has some experience, because you know at the end of the day there's ni wote kuna kitu mnaleta.
Sasa sisi wenye hatuna tutaenda kwa nani?
Shut the front door,
Next
open all the
to me.
windows.
Do you have any other point on
No,
sex?
I feel on
Hapa
sex with and then again all our videos are usually on sex. So you know, we can
Kwa
go
change.
love.
So twende mambo ya mapenzi.
Things of
Something
heart.
that I love kabisa.
Like the love can be there, but mmefika in a place where it's not becoming toxic.
Exactly.
But you still love them,
this person.
and you decide out of the love. That's why natoka because of the love. Yeah. Wow, sounds so serious.
Acha nikwambie ikiwa one sided it's
Hata
toxic.
yes,
Ndio
yeah.
it's toxic. Jumo side moja sasa vitu zile, unaona hizi vitu zenye tulikuwa tunasema they are needed to cultivate them, ndio ziko sasa in the inverse form. Kuna disrespect, kuko na cheating literally, kuko na hakuna sex, yani it's all the things that negate the love that you have. That's why it's toxic. I get me a degree. Another she just wanna dance and tease me. Yeah. Dance